Hey everybody, Joshua Verwers back here once again. Welcome back to the vlog. Alright, it is Sunday morning, which means we got a little bit of preaching to do, and by we, I mean me. I get to share about the love that Jesus has for us and really kind of encourage people to understand how much He actually values you and I. You see, these stories, these should change our view of ourselves when we realize what God thinks of us. I asked you, what do you think that God thinks when God thinks of you? I'm telling you what He thinks of you. Jesus is telling you what He thinks of you. You're like that one sheep. You're like the one coin. You're like the younger son that keeps slapping him in the face, rejecting him, disobeying him over and over and over again. And yet when he sees you all the way away and you just start to turn towards him, he runs recklessly after you, pursuing you to give you the best of everything. All right, great service, great time preaching the word. Really enjoyed that sermon. I'm looking forward to this series. It's going to be fun. But now, we got to get home. I got more work to do. All right, guys, it's Monday, which for me is really sermon prep day. It's the day that I want to try to get as much of my sermon written and done as possible. So I've got sermonary right here. I've got logos right here. And I got 1, 2, and 3 Bibles. Should be good to go. Get this thing knocked out today. That way I've got about 95% of it done. I'll just kind of take the rest of the week to really just kind of let it stew a little bit and try to get the best flavors of it out. And then I'll probably look it over again on Thursday or Friday and then be done, ready to preach on Sunday. So one of the reasons that I started using sermonary and I started using logos for my sermon prep and for my sermon writing was because of the convenience no matter where I was at. Whether I am here at my computer working on this, or I'm down at the church and I'm on my laptop, or if I happen to be, I don't know, driving a school bus and on my phone, I can still keep my sermons and write them no matter where I'm at. So really, it was just a convenience thing. And just a little sidebar for you, one of the things that you might be able to take from this is that you need to figure out what method works the best for you in whatever you're trying to do. For me, it's this. For you, it might be something different. Done. Sermon's done. Sermon's written. It's about 90% at least at this point. It's good enough that I could take this and I could run with it just as is and start preaching it, and it's going to be some fire. We're going to love that. But if I've got a few more days to kind of just mull this over and think about it, it's going to be even more impactful. So this is, again, another one of those sermons I'm looking forward to preaching on Sunday. Oh man, I am beat. I am running behind this morning. I should have got some more sleep last night, which means I probably should have went to bed early. What was I thinking? No, I got a bunch of stuff I'm trying to get wrapped up because this is my last week at Pella, working over there for Developing Great Relationships. Today is actually my last official day on site. Gonna try to help the guys out and see if I can give a little bit of insight on how to present some of these seminars. Not that I can think of. Everything. All right, so I was able to help the guys out. It was a good final day. Somebody said, hey, we'll see you in August. Everything that I do, I want to leave knowing that I've given everything, that I've went above and beyond, which, speaking of going above and beyond, I have got some major work to do on the computer. I've still got several videos. Not only do we have these 26 podcast episodes that were supposed to be out and going, and we've got all of those. Shout out to Diana Gladney for helping with that. You rock. You're awesome. But on top of that, we had 8 promo videos that was only supposed to have been 4 promo videos. Fortunately, I only have to edit 7 of those. But I still got some work to do. So, any guesses what I'm going to be doing when I get home? Video editing. Well, today is going to be one of those days that I don't know how much I'm going to be able to record. I've got a lot of stuff to do on the computer, so chances are I'm going to be spending the vast majority of my morning just kind of plugging away on that thing. And then this afternoon, meeting with one of the guys from the church. We're going to just be kind of hanging out a little bit before home group, and that's it. It doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it's a whole lot. It's work on the computer, meet with some people, and home group. Doesn't get more simple than that. And that's the thing. It's like my whole goal with the channel is to really encourage everybody to live by faith. And it's like, wait, if I'm going to encourage them to live by faith, maybe I should show them how I'm living by faith. So how I'm actually living that out. So it's not just telling, but showing. And I've done that with some of the vlogs. But I wanted to do more, and I wanted to do it where I didn't have to think as much about crafting that theme and that message. So for me, it's just been, what am I doing throughout the day? Set up the camera, and I'm going to record this little bit. And if it makes sense, great. And if it doesn't, don't care. All right, well, there we have it. I just finished up a live stream with Jarrod. We're doing this kind of back and forth. If you guys haven't seen it, you should really check it out. It's on, Thursdays around the lunch hour. We haven't quite locked in a set time, but we're working on this, and it's about to turn into what we're going to call the Vlog Pastors Podcast. So I'm excited for it. It was fun to do. It's one of those things I do look forward to on Thursday. Now, got to head over, get some lunch with the family. Mom invited us. And then I need to get back over here. Need to get back on the computer because I've got a couple more videos to edit to make sure that DGR has everything they need before I finally bid them adieu. So, I guess I'm back to video editing. So I got a call from Jason Mayfield earlier. He was wanting to know if I had any ability to hop on a live stream with him. Actually, you know what he really wanted? He wanted to pick my brain to figure out how to do a live stream. He's a Mac guy. I'm a PC guy. Fortunately, I had some ideas, so I was able to help him out with that. And fortunately, I like him well enough that I will hop on and try to do a live with him. My only question is I wonder if he is going to dress like me wearing black shirt and a black hat. Although, even if he does that, I guarantee he will not be wearing cowboy boots.
But I would like to ask, why are you dressed like me?
I was going to ask you why you were dressed like me and where your black hat is.
Good. You know what? I stopped wearing a hat. It's kind of just stopped. Yeah. So for you, it's an exercise of faith, essentially, for you guys to do this.
Yeah, but there's something to be said that there's a very thin line between faith and foolishness. There's a very thin line between being a martyr and a moron. And I think that too often...
The alliteration, come on now.
I think too often Christians want to push that line. And that's where it's like, it's okay to say, I don't know. It's okay to say, I'm not quite sure. I don't have this. I haven't had the heavens part open. There hasn't been a loud booming voice and a light that shines upon me to say, do it. If that happens, obviously I will. But in the meantime, it's like, I'm going to continue to just walk by faith. I'm going to ignore, to a certain degree, the chaos that the world is throwing out. If there's this panic, if there's this fear, hey, we're living by faith, not fear, so I'm going to pursue that. But at any point in time, there seems like there is a voice of reason that is coming, even if it's from within or without the church. If it sounds like it's a voice from reason, if it's talking about a safety aspect rather than a panic and fear-based aspect, I'm probably going to listen to that.
We're having so much fun here on the internet. Floating coffee hand. Give it up for the floating coffee hand. This is Joshua Verwers' bit that I think I agged on. It happened one time, and then I just kind of kept pushing it to make it happen. But
Just for you, buddy.
Okay, so we're all wrapped up. That was fun. It was good conversation. It's going to be interesting to see what a lot of pastors are doing this weekend. I'm constantly going back and forth. What am I going to do? What am I not going to do? What should we do? What shouldn't we do? Pray, 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 then just throw something out there and hopefully it works. I have a feeling before this is all said and done, I will have said about 15 things that I will have gone back on and done the exact opposite. Just saying. So we're down here at the church. Micah and I needed a rundown. We were having some issues with worship last week. We use an iPad and we used iSing Worship. However, we've been doing it over Wi-Fi and it started to cut out on us pretty bad. So we decided we need to go back to hardwiring it, which then, of course, when you're trying to go from that little Mac plug, whatever they call it, to, I don't know, like an RG6 cable and then try to go to a TV through like an AV and then back through the sound booth through an RCA. Yeah, it was fun. And then if that wasn't enough, I decided I wanted to try out another robotic cameraman. We're going to be testing out the Pixio Robotic Cameraman. So this little thing here, yes, I put another quick attach plate on it. I'll throw the A6600 on it tomorrow, and it just uses like this this beacon. So essentially what we've got here, I can kind of show you. We got these little radio beacons that we just pop a few of them up around here, and then it gives me a little tag that I would then throw in my back pocket, and it just tracks. I actually did a little test, so you can take a look at that here. Okay, so this one I've got the Pixio Robotic Cameraman, and as you can see, this little tag, it could also be worn as a watch with a strap, but I don't want the strap. The camera follows it. So now I got to try to pick up a little bit of my mess, and we'll get out of here because I was not planning on doing any work today. It is Saturday. It's supposed to be my rest, but I wanted to make sure we had some things. It's not like we're going to be live streaming tomorrow, but I still wanted to make sure that we got the service recorded. And if I can do video as well, that would be great. If not, we at least get the audio going, which, hey, little pro tip for you small churches out there trying to figure out how are you going to do your sermon audio for free? Anchor. That's right, Anchor. You can set up a podcast. It costs you nothing, and they'll distribute it everywhere for you. Joink. Switch. What are you getting? No, we don't need that. We're leaving that here. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. There. You know what was fun about this week? We not only had daylight savings time, and then we had attack of the coronavirus and everybody buying up all the TP, but here in Iowa, we also got snow. So I don't know how you guys are enjoying this weekly type of a vlog by now, but I have really no idea what I'm doing. I hope this is all making sense. If not, just be prepared because we're going to do it for a couple more weeks. So seriously, that's all I've got for you guys this week. I hope you had fun and watching a little bit of the insights of my week. This is just a little bit. Next week is completely different because I'm no longer working over at DGR, although I do have to drop some stuff by there one day and pick up my paycheck. So aside from that, that's all I got for you guys. So I guess until next week, hey, how about you stay blessed, enjoy God's best, and...
Your dead cat fell off. Now it's fully dead.
Dead kitty is really dead.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Come here, little microphone. Good kitty.